Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. We are doing another tropical weather outlook video for today's date, which is Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. So I've been away recently just dealing with work things and all that. Haven't had much time to record a video. However, we are back here, and we currently have Hurricane Gabriel, Hurricane Narda, and two invest areas here in the Atlantic, which both have a high chance of formation in the next 7 days. Jumping over into the Pacific, we only have Hurricane Narda out there. So first, we're going to talk about Gabriel, I don't know how you call it. So yesterday at this time, it was a Category 4 hurricane with winds of 140 miles an hour. So if you don't remember, we had Hurricane Aaron, which reached Category 5. And then our second hurricane of the year also becomes a major hurricane at Category 4 status. I think there's only been one other time that's happened. I can't remember the exact year off the top of my head. But anyway, going into it, Category 4 yesterday has since weakened down to Category 2 with winds of 110 miles an hour. It's moving east at 26. It's definitely been picked up by the jet stream now. So it's going to race off to the east and be in the Azores by... It's going to be near or over the Azores by tomorrow. And I believe there is either a tropical storm watch or a hurricane watch in effect. Let's go into the advisory and see. So, the summary of the advisory: Gabriel accelerates eastward across the subtropical Atlantic, expected to bring hurricane conditions when it passes near or over the Azores late Thursday or early Friday. So, the summary of the 2 p.m. advisory here: its location is 36.1 north, longitude 46.8 west. It's about 1,100 miles west of the Azores. Its max sustained winds are at 110 miles an hour. It's moving east at 26 miles an hour, and its pressure is 962 millibars. So there have been no changes with this advisory. Summary of watches and warnings in effect currently. A hurricane warning is in effect for all of the Azores. A hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area. Warning is typically issued 36 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force winds, conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous. Preparations to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. For storm information specific to your area, please monitor products issued by your National Meteorological Service. So, the discussion and outlook here. At 2 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, the center of Hurricane Gabriel was located near... Not going to read all that again because we've already read it. Gabriel is moving toward the east near 26 miles an hour. Eastward to east-northeastward motion is expected during next couple of days, followed by a slower eastward to east-southeastward motion this weekend. On the forecast track, the center of Gabriel will approach the Azores during the day on Thursday and move across the island chain Thursday night into Friday. Maximum sustained winds are near 110 miles an hour with higher gusts. Some weakening is expected during the next couple of days, but Gabriel is still forecast to be a hurricane when it passes through the Azores. Hurricane force winds extend outward up to 45 miles from the center. Excuse me. Center and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 150 miles from the center. So, hazards affecting land. Wind. Hurricane conditions are expected in the Azores Thursday night and Friday, with tropical storm conditions likely by Thursday night. Storm surge. Dangerous storm surge is expected to produce significant coastal flooding in areas of onshore winds in the Azores. Surge will be accompanied by large and destructive waves. Rainfall. From Thursday into Friday morning, Gabriel may bring 3 to 5 inches of rainfall across central and western Azores. During the same time, outer bands from Gabriel may also result in 1 to 2 inches of rain across the eastern Azores. And then surf. Swells generated by Gabriel will continue to affect Bermuda over the next couple of days, and the U.S. East Coast from North Carolina northward to Atlantic Canada over the next day or so. These swells are expected to produce life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. Please consult products by your local weather office. The next complete advisory is at 5 p.m. I will not be able to cover that as I will be working at that time. So let's take a look at the cone here. Can see that there are hurricane warnings in place. However, by Friday morning, National Hurricane Center, they're still predicting it to be a hurricane, but by that point, it will be a post-tropical cyclone. Now, we might get tropical storm watches for Portugal and portions of Spain. However, I'm not sure about that, because at that point, I'm guessing it'll only be like a 50-mile or either mid-end tropical storm or low-end tropical storm now, by the time it reaches. And yeah, it looks like by the time it makes landfall in the southern tip of Portugal, it will be a tropical depression by that point. So with that being said here, that's Gabriel. Now let's take a look at Invest 93 and 94L here in the Atlantic. So I believe, yes, this is Invest 93L here. Central and Western Tropical Atlantic. Invest Atlantic AL 93. I think that means Atlantic low, maybe? I don't know. A low pressure system located several hundred miles east of the Leeward Islands has become better defined, with showers and thunderstorms becoming better organized this afternoon. If these trends continue, advisories could be initiated on a tropical depression or storm later today or tonight. The system is expected to move generally west-northwestward to northwestward into the western tropical Atlantic, well north of the Leeward Islands. Additional information on the system, including gale warnings, can be found in high seas forecasts issued by the National Weather Service. The information chance to 48 hours is at 90%. And the formation chance through 7 days is also high at 90%. So that's with Invest 93L. Now, okay, let's jump over to 94L here, in the Eastern Caribbean. Showers and thunderstorms have increased but remain disorganized in association with the tropical wave over the northeastern Caribbean Sea. This wave is expected to move west-northwestward around 10 to 15 miles an hour, spreading heavy rainfall and gusty winds into Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands today and across the Dominican Republic beginning tonight. The system is expected to slow down and turn northwestward when it reaches the southwestern Atlantic late this week. Environmental conditions are forecast to be more conducive for development in a few days, and a tropical depression is likely to form when the disturbance is in the vicinity of the Bahamas. Interest in the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos Islands, and the Bahamas should monitor the progress of the system. An Air Force Hurricane Hunter aircraft is en route to perform a system survey to gather data from the surrounding environment. So, formation chance through 48 hours is low at 30%, but the formation chance through 7 days is high at 80%. So overall, we are expecting another tropical system to develop sometime next week, whether it be from 93L later today or 94L later this week. However, that being said, we have NARDA holding steady at high-end Category 1 status. However, I don't believe, NARDA isn't expected to do anything here. Take a look at the forecast discussion, which should, they're only predicting a Category 2 peak here out of NARDA. So really not much to pay attention to. We might get some rain if it can hold on, but once again, much like with Gabriel over in the Atlantic, they're expecting NARDA to be a post-tropical storm by 5 a.m. on Monday, which would be 8 a.m. Eastern. So, guys, that being said, that'll do it for this tropical weather outlook video. I'll see if I can get another one up about this time. Well, it won't be. We'll see about an upload tomorrow here on the channel. Until then, guys, that'll be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, guys, peace out.